One of the highlights of the Sunshine Development Tour East Africa Swing is the fact that it's held at different venues across East Africa. What this means that other than just the golfers get to see other parts of different countries and get to enjoy not just the golf course, but different areas and parts of East Africa. The second round of the tour would be held in Ruiru, a municipality located 20 kilometers out of the capital, Nairobi. And fittingly, Ruiru Sports Club, which is one of the oldest golf courses in the country, would be the venue.
I think one of the things that we've set out to do as the Sunshine Development Tour is also to ensure that all the venues we use are of a certain standard, but also that they may aspire to improve their facilities, not just the golf course. Tournament office, catering, players lounge, etc. All the ingredients that go towards making a tournament. Because the tournament is just not a golf course.
So Ruiru Sports Club was established in 1923. So we are just about 102 years old now. We celebrated our 100 years like 2 years ago. So and it started as a lawn tennis club. Shortly after, they established the golf course as you see it. But we continue to grow it to a sports club because there are many other sports that are played. This was a contribution by farmers, white settlers who are doing farming activities around this area. As I saw coffee, so they contributed. Remember, this was a colony of British. So specifically, these were British farmers who contributed this land to see us so that they could create a place where they could have fun in the evening, play lawn tennis, and other activities.
This was a 9-hole golf course many years ago. They changed it to 18. It was very dry and rocky. For many years, Ruiru, you played, you tee up even on the fairways because it was all marram. It's a very marramy area. Over the last maybe 15 years, this club has just done amazing things. They have taken advantage of the road construction to bring in red soil here, top dress their fairways. I've seen some of the best fairways I've seen in the country today. They've brought in new machinery. Their fairways are just lovely to look at.
Yeah, the course itself, one is long and wide. So for people who like to bomb their shots, drivers and second shots, they have the opportunity to do that. Look around you. In the course, you would see that we do not have very long trees. So that allows you to even play interfairways without trouble. So it allows you to just be creative about the shots and not fear about anything. But that's not to say that they are not threats.
Holes like number 18, it's a tee shot over water. If you want to risk it, you can cut the corner. It's a risk and reward hole. So it's a beautiful, beautiful golf course. So one of the things we are doing at this tournament is that when we bring in the experts from South Africa, so we have a tournament director here, Ludwig, who has come in from South Africa. One of the things Ludwig does is just not set up the golf course. He also walks, takes notes, and will give recommendations to the club on how they can improve the facilities to be more tournament ready for an even higher quality tournament. And I guess the effect of this tour will just not be on the players. Ultimately, it will also be on the clubs that eventually in Kenya we'll have 10, 15 golf clubs that are 5-star clubs that are able to host Kenya Open, Sunshine Tour standard events, and therefore we're spoiled for choice.
Ruiru makes a good home for this competition. Ruiru, I think, is one of our fastest growing clubs in the country, growing fast in terms of membership and in terms of course improvement. So we are really proud that Ruiru has become of age and is able to host tournaments at this level.
The second leg of the Sunshine Development Tour East Africa Swing event teed off on Tuesday with 100 golfers drawn from 6 African nations facing off in a 54-hole tournament. Amateur John Legirma set the early pace, hitting 8 birdies to post a score of 6 under par 66 and top the leaderboard.
I'm really happy how I held it today, my way out there. First 9 was cruised nicely. Putting was really hot. Yeah, like literally I'm just giving myself chances to go for those birdies. And yeah, I was playing fairway green regulation, and that's how I made it.
Fellow amateur Michael Karanga is second, 4 shots behind, while Dismas Indiza, Njoroge Kifowo and Tanzania's Nuru Molel are joint third on 1 under. There was a historic moment on the tour as Eugene Wafula became the first player to hit a hole-in-one, which he achieved on hole 11.
It feels amazing. I feel so happy. You know, I myself as an amateur, competing in this event with a professional, then getting hole-in-one in front of these good players, it's so amazing. So amazing.
Naomi Wafula was the best-ranked lady in a six-way tie for 13th with a score of 1 over par 73, and afterwards she spoke about her struggles on the front nine.
When I got to hole 5, during practice I had agreed that I'm going to tee off with an iron. However, when I got on the tee box, I had two thoughts and I took my driver, which now because I had two thoughts, I've been hitting my driver solid, but because of my two thoughts on that hole, I pulled it left inside the bundu, and instead of again taking a penalty because it was in really a bad place where the bush was thorny, I even got out of there bleeding. I decided to take my chance and try and punch it out, but it didn't work, and that's where the triple came from.
I think Naomi is pure talent, and I think we have failed her by not providing the necessary platforms for the last decade for her and for others like her, Marcy, Kelly Gashag, and all these talented young girls. So many years ago in Kenya, not many years ago, but we had Rose Naliaka. She was the only lady professional in Kenya. And she had no platform to compete, no platform to play. But now we've provided this platform, and the Sunshine Development Tour in South Africa caters for both men and women. We invite and allow both men and women to come and play.
She made a name for herself as a young girl in the game of golf, Naomi Wafula, and since then she's gone on to achieving great things both for the national team and for herself. And as the Sunshine Tour develops, we thought let's just find out a little bit more about her, what makes her tick, sort of get to find out from her what she's all about.
I started golf when I was 6 years. I was inspired by my auntie, Rose Naliaka, the legend. She was a professional and she was very good in her days, and she brought me up. She took me from Kitale village where I was born and brought me to Nairobi, and she started coaching me since I was 6 years. At that age, my mom was struggling with 4 kids. She couldn't take care of 4 kids. So Rose Naliaka came through and to assist her. So that's how I ended up in Nairobi, and it's had a very big impact on me. When she started the academy, the Naliaka Academy in 2005, she brought a lot of kids from poor backgrounds into the academy. When I was 12 years old, I made history as the youngest lady to be in a senior ladies Kenya team, and that's when I realized I'm actually following in Rose Naliaka's footsteps, because she made a lot of history. She's the only Kenyan to win an All-Africa trophy, challenge trophy. So I followed in her footsteps, and that's when things started flowing, and I started being, my name started being recognized, and I was doing pretty well at a young age. In 2011, I won the most promising sportswoman of the year by Soya Awards Safaricom. That was such a big achievement because it was in the whole of Kenya, and we are competing against big athletes, those who participate in the Olympics. So for me, that really encouraged me and made me know that I can, whatever I dream, I can be able to do it. After making a lot of achievements at a young age, after school, around 2018, when I finished high school, I disappeared from the scene. I gave golf a break for 4 years. I felt like I had a lot of pressure, and at that time, because I was very young, I was, as much as Rose Naliaka, she prepared me mentally, I'll say I was still very young to be 100%, to have 100% mentality for an athlete who's doing well at a young age. So with all the pressure, I decided to take a break and be away from the golf scene and from the media and everything. In 2020, I had a call from Bet Lion, a betting company. The MD called me and they offered me a job in their company, and they offered to bring me back to the game. So that's when my passion in competing started again, especially that when I came back, there was the safari tour that was ongoing. So I immediately joined the safari tour, and I started, my game was still A game, even after, despite the 4-year break. So I started to get recognized again, and I was able to be invited for the magical Kenya Ladies Open, Ladies European Tour in Vipingo Ridge. And from there, Vipingo Ridge also saw my potential, and to date, I play golf for Vipingo Ridge, and I'm based at Vipingo Ridge. I've come to realize now with these ongoing tours, as a professional, you get to win more money, because as an elite amateur, the maximum you can win is $130, I think. So now I have a good reason to turn professional, especially we don't have many professional ladies in Africa per se. So I want to be an example and to open a door for the juniors too.
Amateur John Lejirma extended his lead atop the leaderboard after another fine performance on the second day of the Ruiru leg of the Sunshine Development Tour East Africa Swing event on Tuesday.
Greatness begins here.
Lech, as is popularly known, caddied 3 under par 69 on the day, which took his overall score to 9 under, 5 shots ahead of his nearest challenger.
Today was just a reminder to stay focused. I mean, it's a new day, so I just told myself not to go ham. I mean, just cruise nicely. First 9, I was able to play some pass through until hole number 8, where I had a small hiccup, but that one didn't drag me. And then I got a birdie through number 9. So now turning, I mean, that's my favorite side. So I knew, I mean, something is cooking. And yeah, fortunately, I finished with -3, so a total of -9. So going in tomorrow, I mean, I'm taking a day at a time. And yeah, hope to see you guys tomorrow.
Greg Snow, Samuel Njoroge and Dismas Indiza were the day's other standout performers after the trio caddied 3 under par 69 on day 2.
Tried to stay patient the whole way around. Gave myself a few opportunities early on the back 9 where I started. Had a few putts, and then went on to the back 9 and started cruising again. Got into 4 under for the day, and then I made a silly mistake on 7. Really cost me, and then I had to birdie the last 2 holes to get inside the cut line.
Today for me it was a moving day. I'm happy with my 3 under par. Hoping tomorrow I will try to play like 6 under or 7 under to win the trophy.
Many foreigners have come for this tournament because first and foremost, I think Kenya is a hub of golf in East Africa. Kenya is, I think, the second biggest golfing country in Africa after South Africa. It has the second largest number of golf courses in Africa, the second largest number of golfers in Africa. So we are really a hub. And then, in addition to that, Kenya now has the resources and the goodwill to promote golf at this level, at this international level. So my guess is if anyone in Africa wants to play golf at an elite level, they have no option but to consider Kenya as an option in Africa.
We are very, very happy that this tournament in Ruiru, we had 3 South Africans, we had a crew from Tanzania, a crew from Uganda, and guys out of Rwanda. So we're getting there, and we want to keep it going. This is the number of professionals, the number of top elite amateurs within our continent. We need to put them all in one basket to really create the pressure for them to be able to compete globally.
It's unbelievable because of you gotta understand that for us, we get to play only on the Sunshine Tour, right? We get to play in South Africa. There are some events that come up here and Zambia and Zim, but for us to be able to come compete here as part of the Big Easy Tour, it's absolutely fantastic because Big Easy only plays in Gauteng, right? So now you get to come out of the country and come play in Big Easy. So play here, and it's absolutely amazing, and just forever grateful to be given the opportunity.
When we talk about tournaments, a country like Rwanda basically has only one professional tournament. A country like Tanzania has basically only one professional tournament. Uganda, they are all over the calendar but scattered, but the significant ones are about 3. So the last I heard and the last I saw, this is going to be ongoing for some time. So this is a good initiative because we professionals are supposed to play regularly. But if we cannot find that space, playing space, then we basically doing nothing.
It's the best thing that has happened even at our peak, at our time, we never had such an opportunity that was brought home. It's a qualifier, it's an event that has been brought home, so it's up to our players. The youngsters, it's up to them personally. For my taking, is for them personally to play good golf now. It's the shortest way to make it. To me, I'm thinking you've jumped. We've jumped like 10 steps ahead of most of the East African countries and West Africa.
It's a good opportunity for every black child out there, and we hope that this is going to be just the beginning of many to come.
Kwanza especially kama sisi wa Tanzania tunashukuru sana kuleta hii shindano, maana najua litatembea hadi Tanzania, na hili shindano ni kubwa, so limewa boost wa Kenya ku practice kwa sababu ya Kenya Open. Hii itawaletea munkaria kucheza Kenya Open vizuri. Yeah.
A lot of the people from Kenya that haven't played that competitively, you know what I mean? I mean, they now have an opportunity to play competitively with pretty much everyone in Africa, whereas every time they're just playing with guys from here. So now they can gauge their games better, they can see where they need to improve, and also now they can get to practice a bit of purples because of now there's a lot of tournaments to compete for.
So Jacob Okello has been the most successful in the Kenya Open. In 1998 he finished second, runner-up to Ricardo Gonzalez. He actually lost in the playoff on hole number 13 at Motaiga. He got sponsorship, went on to the Challenge Tour, came back to Kenya, didn't have a very good run. I think in 2004, 2005, 2006, he again finished 4th and 5th. And here we are, so many years later after 1998, Jacob Okello is still mixing it up with the juniors here, with the top amateurs, making the cut in the Sunshine Development Tour. So many years, almost 30 years I believe, since 1998 when Jacob was at his prime. Jacob knows something about golf. He knows something about golf. He's one of the best compressors of the golf ball I have ever seen. And also some of the top pros he's played with in the world. People have gone on to win even the Masters. I have met some of those guys and they always ask me, where's Jacob Okello? So I would listen to Jacob. I would definitely listen to Jacob Okello, what Jacob Okello has to say.
This tournament, the way it is structured, it's the pathway to PGA Tour, not even Sunshine Tour. You walk from here, you go to Sunshine Tour 1 year, from Sunshine Tour you go to DP World Tour. From the DP Tour, it's up to you. It's your pathway has been set. It is you, the player, has to focus. We, as the players, have to set up, go back to the drawing board and set up. You know, you got to go and rethink now, set up. What do I want? I want A, B, C, D, or even up to Z. What I want. Then, if I have achieved, what have I achieved? Like now, as a player, you should sit down and focus. You said, okay, fine. I played Fika Greens and we played Ruiru. This is my score. Yeah. If you go and look at statistics, it will show you. What happened? Will show your scoring. So where do I work on your weakness? Do our players do that? Zero. Do you ask anybody who does that? None of them. The new generation. But once you work on your statistics and you have all that written down, you know where you are going. The current young crop are lazy. Let me put it, they are lazy and very lazy. They don't put effort. They're like, they're looking at the money. They're not looking at the progress to get to the money. They are just too lazy. They don't put in efforts. If you can find somebody on the range hitting 100 balls, which is nothing. To be competitive now, you've got to hit minimum 600 contacts with a golf ball every day. When I was at my peak, I had people surrounding me, people who were pushing. I had my father, I had the late Charles Farah, the late Ablada Beka, the late Peter Githua, the late John Musheru, the late Noshad Merali. All those people used to come and tell me, you must work hard to get it to the top. And it was discipline, discipline, discipline. I had no time for anything. Our time was practice 18 holes, go putting, another putting for 2 hours, 3 hours, go chip for 2-3 hours, come play 18 holes, play maybe 36 holes a day for 3 times a week, 36 holes a day and 118. Maybe on a Wednesday or Thursday during club night, that's what you do. But most of the time was play golf, gym, exercise. If you look at the current players also, they don't go to the gym. To start with, they don't go to the gym. They don't work out. They have no time. As a pro, there's Njoroge Kibugu, Mutai, Greg, Edwin Mudanyi, Lejirma, Karanga now at the moment, it's ish. Elvis Muigwa, very dedicated. I like his work ethic. Just to mention those few, can be able to play better. But unfortunately for them, when people think about discipline doesn't means a lot, which separates a lot from people. How do you carry yourself? What's your work ethic? Who is there? You are supposed to be able with your work ethic to know what time to do what time to do this, time to do this, time for breakfast, time for dinner, time to sleep.
Veteran Dismas Indiza edged out John Lejirma in a thrilling sudden death playoff to win his first Sunshine Development Tour East Africa swing event in Ruiru on Wednesday.
Living on the edge.
It was a day full of drama as Lejirma, who had a 5-shot lead at the start of the day, hit 2 double bogeys on the first and the third, as well as a bogey on the fourth. Indiza, on the other hand, collected 4 birdies to temporarily take the lead after the first 9. Lejirma regained the lead after a birdie on the 14th, but 2 bogeys on the 16th and 17th, as well as a monster approach shot by Indiza on the 17th, so both of them end the round on a total score of 4 under, leading to the playoff.
Didn't have any pressure. I mean, guys will think I had pressure with me. Hole number 1, I hit my tee shot perfectly, just a bit right of the rough. I had like 115 yards to the green. Took my 56, just flew the green. I mean, then I had my up and down. Fortunately, I got away with a 6. Hole number 2, I didn't give in. I took my driver, hit it nicely. I had a perfect second shot on the green. Give it a chance, and unfortunately, it didn't drop. Now heading to hole number 3, I think that's when I got really, just kind of pissed off. Without even thinking, I just took my 7-iron, flashed it, and it just came out to a pull. It just got the edge of the fairway and just flew again over the green. I mean, I had an up and down, and I got away with a double there.
Sikuwa na pressure yote kwa sababu juu niliona kijana akianza kupata double bogey hapo namba 1. Nikapata pa, nikapata birdie akakula pa. Nikasema huyu namba 3 bila nilimuona akipiga double bogey, nikasema huyu nimemwacha. 8 sasa ndio ikafanya ni kama kachanganyikio kidogo, sababu hole namba 8 nilipiga left hapo, nikapiga kwa green mwisho huko. Nikapiga long putt kama 60 feet nikaingisha. Sasa ndio akafanya nikasikia sauti, nikajua hapa mimi nimemalizana na kijana. Sasa nikasema waje niendelee. Nikacheza mzuri paka namba 9, nikachukua 3 under first 9. Second 9 ndio nika miss birdie number 10. Sasa ndio nikaletea shida kidogo.
Going through number 17, again I hit my perfect tee shot just on the fairway. Second shot, blocked it right. Got that hump, it just flew off the green. I mean, yeah, it's just like golf was testing my patience.
Sasa number 17 nikasema bila amepiga too much hivyo, sasa mimi natakaona ni control hiyo shot. Then nikai control, nikaweka given. Sasa nika one putt. Kumbe tumeshikana naye. Sasa number 18 sasa mimi nikafikiri tena ameshinda. Sasa ila mimi napiga putt. Nikaona haingii. Kaona watu kila mtu amenyamaza. Fani yake wamenyamaza. Sasa ila aliingisha wakapiga makofi. Sasa mimi naona makofi yenyewe wenye wanakuja kumwagia match. Nikasema iko 5 over, na mimi tuko sawa, tunaenda playoff.
In the playoff, Indiza triumphed with a birdie on the 18th.
I said it after the tournament that Dismas Indiza is probably one of the best persons I would like to win, apart from maybe Lejirma. I think Dismas deserves it. He can put rounds of golf together, and he's done it for many years. He's done it for 35 years. I really admire Dismas, and I hope, as you know, as he goes to the end of his golfing career, that we can give him opportunities to really go to the Sunshine Tour and showcase it, go to the Senior Tour and showcase his talent. Because this man, even at his age, is probably 20 years senior to Lejirma, has got golf inside him, just bubbling from him. And again, the juniors can learn from Dismas. You know, he's a no-nonsense guy, doesn't wear gloves, very simple, no flashy dressing, but hits the golf ball like a magician. Unbelievable.